What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Ambushed Apostate YouTube channel. My name is Seth, and I'm basically dropping in after 6 months of being on a hiatus, dealing with life, moving, new career, legal issues, money issues. We're finally back, and I just wanted to say thank you to the few people who have reached out to me behind the scenes and said, hey, you good? Any plans on, any dates on coming back? What do you need? Would you like to come on our channel when you get back? We'd like to talk to you. There's a lot of cool things happening from some of you guys, and I really appreciate you. I also wanted to say thank you to the nearly 24 new subscribers that have just come over the past couple of months, where I haven't been posting any content, but the communication, the conversations are what are bringing people to the channel. And again, if you're new here, this is a place for people to safely talk about their experiences in cults and destructive groups, high control environments, how they survived it, how it impacted them, how we can warn others about them, how we can prevent this damage from continuing. That's what this channel is about. So once again, you are welcome here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I've got some new stuff coming on the channel. We're going to start a breakdown of my deconstruction process, because I've had so many people, a lot of them I've known personally throughout the years, who have hit me up and been like, what happened to you? What do you mean you don't believe anymore? What? If you don't know me, you don't know me growing up, this is very shocking to a lot of people that I grew up with. And I think it is important, and I think it's deserved to explain myself, because I built my life around these Christian principles. I started a family based on these Christian principles. And it's like, dude, you just kind of flipped the script. What happened? So I'm going to start long-form videos talking about my deconstruction, talking about the fact that I did not reconstruct after the deconstruction, and really what solidified for me, this is the right play. And I'm going to get into a lot more of that. Literally, when I finish this video, I'm going to start the first episode of that. So the first episode of that will be out soon. I'm going to finish the Keep Sweet series. I'm going to continue doing documentaries on various cult groups. I'm going to be talking to other channels who study cults and destructive groups. But there is one thing that I want to address before we end this video that is going to be different about my channel, and I want to take very careful words here and take my time with what I want to say, because this is important. If you've watched any of my old content, you probably know I was a member of the Church Without Walls for 15, 16 years. And it was pastored by a man named Steve McCraney. Steve was the leader of the group. He was really the one-man show that everyone looked to in this group. He was also my father-in-law. So I bring this up because he had a lot of influence in my life for many, many years. And upon my deconstruction, I quickly found out what excommunication and shunning actually looks and feels like, unfortunately. My story includes Steve in a way that is inextricable. I am going to continue telling my story, but I'm going to approach Steve specifically in a different way moving forward. Understanding that some of my old content has had a bit of a bite to it out of frustration, hurt, feelings, pain, resentment. I get all that. And I'm not saying that when you come out of one of these groups, those feelings aren't justified and valid. What I am saying is, because he has recently passed away, for the sake of my kids, I am going to be all but excluding him from my content for a while. And when it is reintroduced, it will be in a time and a place that is more respectful than it has been in the past, because, again, my 5 kids and the fact that they've lost their granddad suddenly is more important to me than letting loose. Oh, come on. Oh, that was stupid. Why did I not turn my phone off? Well, because I'm a rookie, that's why. And it wrecked the video, and now I don't remember what I was talking about. So let's just wrap this video up. Simply put, I am taking Steve out of the rotation. For the foreseeable future, Steve is going on a shelf. This includes his involvement in my deconstruction, me leaving the group, the excommunication that came afterwards, as well as his literature, his books, his blogs, his sermons, his podcast. All of these things are being put on a shelf, and the reason they're not being thrown away and they're just being put on a shelf is because they are a valid part of my story. And it's just not the time to share them anymore because my kids are processing the death of their granddad. My ex-wife and her family are processing the death of their dad and their spouse. And having my kid's dad make a video specifically about their granddad's less than ideal behavior in some regard is not going to help them heal. It's not going to comfort them. It's not going to bring them peace. It's not going to give them a feeling of unity between their mom's side of the family and me right now in this difficult time. So Steve's off the table. And to the McCraney family specifically, regardless of our bad blood and how we feel about each other, I want you to know that I'm genuinely hurting for the fact that you guys are hurting. Human to human, you've lost someone who's very important to you. And I know very, very well what it's like to lose people who mean a lot to you. They're there one day, 1 second, the next they're gone. And it's hard. And I'm sorry, genuinely, that any of you have to experience this. It's just a crappy part of life. I wish you guys all the best, and you have my condolences. I hope you find peace and can navigate life moving forward after this undoubtedly tremendous loss in your lives. So, for that reason, Steve is on the shelf. Everyone else is fair game. And stay tuned, because not only are we doing my deconstruction sort of series, but me and another YouTuber are working on some Kent Hovind content that's going to blow you away. I think it is, at least. Thanks for being here. We will see you again real soon, and whatever you do, don't get ambushed.